Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to a new episode of Discipline XV. New episode. Gonna be trying something new today as well. Um, Today's episode, I'll be mainly talking in a new kind of fashion, in which I want to talk about the Men's Mental Health Month, which is October, and this will be the theme of our talk. Now, yes, I usually never prepare any scripts, and yes, I rarely ever prepare what I want to say. But today, I intentionally haven't even prepared anything, just for the sole reason of I really want to talk things out of heart. And I wanted to start it with saying happy Mental Health Month. And I can already tell that I'm gonna be messing up how to say it a lot. So apologies, sincerely. I really don't mean to mess it up, but it just happened to have a lisp. So excuse me. Beyond my control, I promise. I really hope that I can say it properly. But if I mess up at any time, please forgive me. So now, back on topic. Regarding the Men's Mental Health Month. This is something that resonates a lot with what I've been going through recently, and for multiple reasons. I will get through them during this episode. Now, mental health in general is something that you should never mess around. And messing up with someone's mental, messing up with someone's morale, whatever they're going through, you should never, ever, ever underestimate how anyone feels at any point of time, at anything, due to any reason, any circumstance. Never, ever mess with it. So give me a second to decrease the volume a bit more, because I feel like it's gotta be high. So again, back on topic. It's not something that you should mess around or play around with anyways, let alone to go through a male's mental health. Not underestimating anything that females go through, but trust me, males usually would be having it too bad anyways, let alone for you to mess around their mental health. And why they created the Men's Mental Health Month. From the old age, from the past times, from our ancestors, from our histories, it's usually frowned upon when males express how they feel. And this is something that we were always about. Men never cry. Men aren't allowed to explain themselves. Men shouldn't be mansplaining, as some females refer to it. Although this is starting to change recently, but unfortunately, this is how we were raised. Men shouldn't cry. Men shouldn't express their feelings. And men should always be the strong pillars that whenever I need, I will just lay on them. Now, in essence, yes, the male energies are usually the ones that you should be laying upon. You should be resting your head on. You should be able to have a male by your side, taking care of you and supporting you and encouraging you at any time and every time. But never ever go through the idea that males don't go through these problems. Males cannot express their feelings. Men cannot cry, because this is absolutely wrong. A true man is able to express his emotions, whether that emotion is happiness, sadness, going through something as strong as depression, between quotation marks, because you cannot diagnose someone just because they're feeling down that they're depressed. That's a way deeper of a meaning. And the reason why I say this, as some of you guys might have understood and inferred from my last episode, is that I've been going through something mentally recently, and thank God I'm surrounded by a very loving, caring family and a very loving and caring friends that they supported me out of it. And I found someone, and shout out to her for being a professional in handling these things. And this is where I want to take this talk, where please, 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 to all my male audience, never ever say I don't want to seek a professional's help. Never ever say that no professional is going to be able to understand me, whether she's a male or a female. She is a professional for a reason. Okay, small stop, and we're back. So, because this person is a professional, they are more than capable of handling, expressing, giving solutions, and being on the right track for you, or giving you wisdom to guide you to the right path. That is their job. That is what they were trained for. That is what they have the knowledge for. It's not that you can't do it on your own. It's not that you're not capable of doing it. It's just the matter of they are just well trained to help you through this. And whether you want to seek help or not is something completely up to you. But I want to also share that you don't have to have a problem to go see a professional. You are bound to have something eventually. We are nothing but something from our past. 100% there must have been something that annoyed you through your childhood. It could be something luxurious, it could be something normal, but eventually we all have had something that we went through in the past. And that is not a shame, that's not something bad, that's always something that you should reflect upon to go higher. Because the way to go up is only by recognizing that you have something to work for. Am I right? So, I see it like this. If I want to grow, if I want to improve myself, if I want to do X, Y, and Z, then how about I recognize that I have something that I need to be working upon? How about I just start by knowing that 1, 2, 3 went wrong. 1, 2, 3 did not go as planned. 1, 2, 3 is something that I can improve. It's not about you being right or wrong. It's about you evolving. It's about you developing. These are completely different terminologies that you should always keep in mind, that because this happened, I just came to know that I have an idea. Next time I don't do this, or I don't do that, or this just does not work this way. How about next time I do it like that? So from that point onwards, then only you can realize that you can do way more. And a flashback to last episode where we said all you can do is all you can do, and all you can do is enough. How do you know that this is all you can do? You can only know that just by doing it, reflecting upon it, thinking about it, whether what you did was right or wrong, was it enough or not, and then only you can realize whether that was enough or not. So going slightly back to the topic, men's mental health is nothing but us men starting to realize whether what we did was right or wrong. Secondly, whether we can develop upon it, yes or not, and usually yes we can. And thirdly, having the community around us be accepting for what we are going through. Because a huge major part about what we went through is something that we usually were raised not to share, or were raised to stay away from, or we were raised to keep it hidden within us so we do not show any weakness, which is a very bad word that is reflecting something wrong. Weakness is something that nobody wants to be expressed as. Nobody wants to be expressed as being a weak person. Nobody wants to be referred to as someone who is incapable of doing something. Hence, if you see someone going through something, and I'm gonna stop the gameplay right there because I want to say this from the bottom of my heart. If you see someone going through something, first and foremost, being an active listener, just listening to them is a major key factor. Just listen. Sometimes all you need to do is to just shut up and listen. This is all you need to do. Secondly, active listening, which is reacting with a sigh, with a hug, reacting with words of affirmation or whatever, depending obviously on how the other person wants to be interacted with, but just listening in the proper way. Secondly, it's not a competition. If they are suffering, you don't need to suffer as well. It's not a competition. Don't try to express your feelings in a way to overshadow their problems, which is a problem that so many men have to go through recently, because we were never raised on the correct way of handling these things. But please, it's not a competition. You don't need to win the argument. There is no argument. You are there to listen to each other, to give sympathy and empathy to everyone, and the person that you're listening to, and just overall provide the support, whether that's by being silent, whether that's by giving a hug or words of affirmation. This is all you have to do. And I know I'm not a professional and I don't claim to be one, but I know for a fact from several of my friends, just being there for the person is more than enough. You're not the professional here to give the advice or the therapy or the solution. You are here as the friend who I can go to as my safe zone. Okay? So, happy Men's Mental Health Month again to all of my men and everyone who's watching this video. Hope I didn't take so much of your time during this video as well. Hope everything went great. Sorry for the small cut in between. And since last video, I received something on my birthday last month. It was one of the best birthday gifts I've ever gotten in my life. And if I'm able to do this correctly, you guys are going to be hearing the bash of Fahad as the outro of this video. So thank you guys for listening. I'll leave you guys with the track. Enjoy. Short, keen vibes ruling every day. Hoops call his name, can't keep him at bay. Vibes rain, make it smooth in every way.